No, don't hesitate. Follow her into the forest. We can't allow her to escape this time. This little game has gone on far too long between us. I've had my eye on her for quite some time now, and there's no way I can let her escape again. Not after all the trouble she's caused for this kingdom. You all know it, so get after her. Very well. I'll lead the way. I can't have anybody messing this up this time. I bet you thought you were slick with that little move, didn't you? I'm afraid your magic won't get you out of this one this time. I already thought of that. You ran right into the forest as I suspected you would. Perfect. You don't even realize the trap is already waiting for you. All we have to do now is make sure you think we're pursuing us. And by the look of it, you're already long down that trail. A lovely sound. Just what I was hoping to hear. All right, man. You may return. I wish to handle this situation on my own for now. I've been waiting for an opportunity to speak one-on-one with her for ages now. Now go on back to your post. You are dismissed here for the time being. Lovely. Now, I believe it's time to see what this is all about. I figured it was only right to use a little bit of magic of my own to entrap you. Ah well, what comes around goes around, I suppose. I hope you aren't too cross with me for using your own tactics against you. Oh well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Well, now just what do we have here? You know, while it does provide me with great joy to see you trapped in that hole, I don't hold any personal ill will against you, my dear. I'm merely doing my job as the castle witcher. I hope you understand that, right? Of course. I might have used some inspiration from you as well for this trap design. As I'm sure you're already aware, it's insulated with a magic shield. Good luck trying to pull any of your whimsical little spells with this around you. Now, I believe it's time for us to have a little bit of a discussion first. Of course, I wanted to make extra sure that this was the witch causing all this trouble for the kingdom. And it would appear so. How fortunate. It truly is a pleasure to meet you, my darling, even if under rather different circumstances than how I would normally approach someone. But nonetheless, a proper introduction is the least I could do for a foe of your caliber. Truly, it's been a while since I've had someone with your particular kinds of talents be a worthy foe for me. How I do enjoy a little bit of a game from time to time. As you've likely come to realize, the majority of magic users around here are nothing more than simple mischievous apprentices. Really nothing more than a minor inconvenience. But you're a bit different, aren't you? That was more than evident from the start. Advanced techniques. I'm impressed. I really am. I didn't think I'd see heresy of this high degree for another century. But here I am. Wonderful. Honestly, though our goals may be total opposites, it's hard for me to not respect someone with your dedication to the craft. Really, if these were other times, we might have very well been friends. But I'm afraid that's not the case right now, is it, dear? Oh well, that's just how life goes, I suppose. Now, I believe it's about time I get you out of that pit. I believe you have an appointment in the deep recesses of the dungeon to make. Or so I'm told, that is. I just know you wouldn't want to be late for that. Oh no. Let's get you out of there, my dear. Oh, and I probably wouldn't try anything if I was you. Your powers are still quite limited after that fall. But I know that won't be an issue, will it? Wonderful, my dear. Don't think your cooperation isn't appreciated. Here, take my hand. Gripping it a bit tight, don't you think? Oh, nothing. I was merely making an observation, my dear. Don't worry about it one bit. Here, now that you're out of that dreadful hole, we can walk together for a bit. And no, there's no use in running. You'll be struck down immediately if that would be the case. And I know you wouldn't try anything like that. Oh no, you're under my control now, isn't that right? You don't have to say it yet. I understand you're still a bit shy. That's all right. You'll get to that point eventually, my dear, so don't even worry about it for right now. Never mind all of that at the moment. I'll give you high praise you managed to avoid the castle guard for so long. They even brought me in on the case to deal with you. You gave me quite the trouble, you know. It wasn't exactly easy to track you down all this way. You might have been right under our noses the entire time, but yet, still so far away. Honestly, for a little while there, I wasn't quite sure I'd ever get you. But now, you slipped up just a little bit. And in quite an unfortunate manner too, my dear. Had you not have attended our little bait party back there, I'm sure you would have continued to avoid us for quite some more time to come. But I knew it'd be just too tempting for a witch like you. Having the royalty in such close proximity was just too much of a temptation for you, wasn't it, my dear? That's all right. Even the greatest make mistakes sometimes. Ask me how I know. Now come along. Follow close by. Don't drag your feet too much now, my dear. I know you wouldn't want to miss dinner at the castle. Oh, well, of course. Even a low-down, vile prisoner like yourself deserves to be treated with some respect and dignity, you know. I'm not exactly into the whole inflict pain and misery for a repentant type crowd. Oh no, that's not my goal. Besides, I have a better purpose for you anyway. So does the rest of the kingdom. Oh, aren't you the curious one? You'll just have to come and see, won't you? Oh, come on. Don't pretend like you're not at least a little bit interested in what I have to offer. Fine then. Hide it all you like. We'll see how it really comes out later. For now, why don't you just enjoy the cool night air for a little bit? I mean, you were doing all of that running earlier. Surely it must have taken the enjoyment of this night out a little bit. That's certainly what I'll be doing anyway. I think I deserve a nice little bit of a rest after chasing you through the woods all night. Come on, just enjoy the stroll with me for a little bit. You still seem so worked up, my dear. I promise you're not in any danger anymore. If I wanted you killed, I would have had you burned at the stake in mere seconds after capture. But that's certainly not my goal here. Oh no. You're far too skilled and far too important for that. I have different plans for you, and plans which you might actually find yourself quite enjoying. Oh, don't throw it off just yet, dear. You never know. You could enjoy it even more than your old life. But we'll just have to see, won't we? We're getting pretty close to the castle now. Don't worry, everyone's long asleep by now. You won't be seen by anyone but me and a couple of guards. Then we'll get our privacy together and have a nice little chat. Does that sound good to you, my dear? Lovely. Because it's not like you have much of another option right now. Now, come along and don't be shy, my dear. When you're under my control, I'll make sure to take wonderful care of you. Now, just relax and stick close by my side, remember? Excuse me, guardman. Open this gate at once. We have a very special guest with us tonight. Many thanks. I appreciate it as always. After you, my dear, your dungeon suite awaits you. No, that's not a sarcastic remark, my dear. Really, I have put you in the nicest accommodation possible. Barred windows and a lockable door, yes, of course. But I believe that you'll still find that you have all the amenities you could ever hope for right at your fingertips. Like I told you, it's not my intention to keep you as some sort of caged animal. Oh no, that would be throwing one of this castle's greatest resources right in the trash. That magic prowess of yours, that is. Much better than I've seen anyone in decades. Truly a special thing you are. Now come along, right through this hallway and up the stairs. I'd still like to chat to you in a more private manner, if you know what I mean. Very well, my dear. Take my hand if you wish. I know these stairs may be a little bit slick. Excellent. You do take orders quite well still. We're going to get along just fine, I can promise you that. Now, here's your room. Come along in and please make yourself comfortable. It's no use in getting to know each other if you're all nervous about it. Very well, my dear. Have a seat on the bed if you'd like. You're more than welcome to it, of course. Good, good. I like seeing you start to relax a little bit for the first time. It puts me at ease myself. Now, how do you say we get down to why I brought you here? Of course, of course. Let me explain, my dear. You may have caused quite a bit of mischief for this castle, and you've gotten in my hair quite a bit. But that's all right. I'm willing to forgive all of that. As long as you're willing to serve me, of course. In exchange for keeping you here and attending to your needs, you're going to follow my every little command. Like the good little obedient thing you are. If I tell you to roll over, you roll over, and there will be no problem. You got it? Wonderful, my dear. Perfect. I'm glad we understand each other. As long as you follow my orders, to the point, we won't have any issues at all. And I can tell you're going to be quite good at that already. Oh yes, you're all that I would have hoped for. Now, how about I put you to use following my orders right away? First order of business. We need to make sure you're nice and relaxed. Otherwise, what use is anything else? you won't be as effective. Oh no. I want you to lay right down for me. Make yourself as comfortable as you'd like on that bed. Is that nice and comfortable for you, my dear? Lovely, lovely to hear. Now, I'm going to trace my hands slowly along your face. Apologies. Ever since I first laid eyes upon it, I just knew I couldn't resist. Such a pretty one you are as well. You'll be more than perfect as my assistant, dear. I have a feeling you're going to love working under me. Of course you will. Of course you will. 'Cause you're going to be a good little thing for me. That's all you are ever really meant to do anyway. After all, now you don't have anything else to worry about. I promise to take such good care of you, my dear. Yes. Anything you need, it'll be yours. As long as you're with me. Such a good thing. So glad this worked out the way it did. You deserve the world, my dear. With that prowess of yours, we'll be unstoppable. It may take a little bit of time, but I know you'll get used to it. You've had a long day. And now it's time to relax. I need you at your full potential, of course. So rest up. You'll understand in the morning and the days following. Everything's gonna be just fine, my dear. I love seeing that content expression on your face. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you. I'll stay right by your side all night. Good little thing. See, I'm not the monster you were told for all that time. Nowhere near it. Now have a good night, my dear. And please do sleep well. Adorable forehead you have. That's just what you deserve. Now rest well, my dear. Warning, you have awoken the semen demon.